And you know what? Jets fans waited 1 year and 8 days to welcome Aaron Rodgers back to MetLife Stadium. And boys, it was worth the wait. Aaron Rodgers looking vintage in that game tonight.
Yeah, I thought this team had energy from the gate, man. And that's important. It's not just, Aaron Rodgers, first of all, him scrambling out the pocket, getting in and out, dropping dimes. He looked vintage, but I think the offensive line did a great job of keeping him upright. Their energy and their fight was ready to go from the door, which they needed, especially being at home.
Yeah, it looked like he was 28 years old again, right? And think about what this offense was able to do in terms of spreading the football around. 5 players had 3+ catches. The running backs, and 3 of them, Isaiah Davis got in this game 30 combined carries. That's just beautiful. Yep. If you're a coaching staff, you look back and go, dang, we got to run the ball 30 times with our running backs. Rodgers also ran the ball 3 times, so they had 33 rushes. They got everybody involved. The effort to get Garrett Wilson that touchdown on one of the most beautiful throws we've seen from anyone wearing a Jets jersey in a long time. It was just, everything was clicking for this offense, and then the defense really stood up and said, we want to get back to our identity, take away what you do well, make you throw the ball, and that didn't work so well for New England.
Well, let's talk about Ulbrich coming out of character, right, and doing something that's not in the scouting report, blitzing, right, being aggressive. Mm-hmm. He had, blitzed at, 20% of the time was blitzes, and then I think he upped that into the 30s, maybe to the 40s.
It was at 33.3%.
Well, that just shows that, hey, listen, it's things that we have. I can coach to my personnel. I love when I see a coach that says, this is what I got, this is how we have to play it, but we're still going to be a dominant defense. And I mentioned that before the game started. But the most impressive thing to me was Allen Lazard. The fact that he was, once again, he has the closest nonverbal communication connection with Aaron Rodgers, and you just see sometimes it can be seamless, and what a value he plays. And Aaron Rodgers is funny, man, because usually when you see guys and they break the pocket, like the quarterback tries to put touch on, man, he throws it so hard that it's either going to get stuck to your ribs or it's going to bounce up in the air. And, I think the off-schedule platform throws were the most impressive, because I think when people watch Aaron Rodgers his first couple of games, they're like, oh, man, he doesn't move as well. Mm-hmm. He's stuck in the pocket. So then if I'm a defensive player, I'm saying, well, we can be lazy. I don't have to set the edges. I can go and try and get the sack and beat my guy inside. I don't have to be disciplined.
It happened in Tennessee last week.
Right, and Aaron Rodgers was like, nope, let me get out of here. And he was smart. Sometimes he ran, sometimes he stopped, and it was good to see him get hit a couple of times. So I think that's important for him. I think, when you look at the quarterbacks that was injured last year, whether it was Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, this week and last week, they're starting to loosen up and trust it. I think it was a big mental hurdle for him to get from the scene of the crime and be able to get out unscathed. Sure. Yeah. I wish that him and Garrett Wilson could have a better connection, because they're slightly off. If anything was off, if it was any negative, it's the timing and the body language of those two. But outside of that, Conklin, go rest it, go ice some hamstrings up, baby. You used to talk about hey, I wasn't getting no targets. So they got you today, bro.
They lit him up today.
I just think, though, and all these things, they're all great points, and we're going to certainly get into the defense a lot later on in the show. But if you're a Jets fan, you've been watching this team for as long as we all have. You guys played for them. This is not hyperbole to say that we have never seen this level of quarterbacking.
Maybe Brett Favre. Maybe just when Brett Favre. I don't want to disrespect Brett Favre. They were 9-2.
They were 8-3.
I think to Gelbs' point, outside of the record, we've never seen a quarterback operate within an offense where we saw, a plethora of guys get the ball, both running backs eat, an offensive line that can protect, a defense that can back them up. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that. This wasn't him just throwing off platform.
No.
Like he was
running.
He had answers. He had answers to the test every time.